also streaming as well. Sorry. Right, everyone's left. Brilliant. It's just me and you. Can you please include your audio? And good job on ping tier 2.
Yeah.
Hello, hello. Oh my god, I also want to react. Oh, one league. Way long. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Way long. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Right, hello everybody. How do we do? How do we do? How do we do? How do we do? If you have not hit the follow button already, do make sure you hit the follow button, as we are currently on 653 followers. Oh my goodness gracious me. So yeah, we are currently on 650 followers, and if you would like to join the league, Nightbot always posts a link in the Discord. And so, yeah. Hello, welcome back to FPRL, aka Fair Play Racing League. Is it fair play? I believe so. Today, we are here for FPRL F123 for the Tier 2 race around Britannia. People around Britannia. I call it Britannia, but it's called Britain. A classic track, obviously. I hope my co-coms knows the names to some of the corners. He goes around the corner into 4th gear, basically. And so, yeah. Only kidding, but yep. I am your host, as always, on a Wednesday, General Jake, and might be a different comms partner for the rest of the season. Joined alongside by
Rosie of 180.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Very, very good. Very, very good. Obviously, due to some issues, my unfortunate comms partner is not going to be participating alongside me for the rest of the season. It is very upsetting. We'll always remember our partnership here in FPRL, but this is always a good opportunity to bring in another comms partner, get their voice heard on the stream, and build up another relationship with a comms person. It's always good to have a change as well, but it's always upsetting to see your partner go as well. So yes, so it's going to be a new experience. Hopefully we're going to build a relationship on comms and get you speaking a little bit more and interacting with everybody as well. So yes, it's going to be hopefully good times. And hello Johnny B in the chat as well. So obviously Britain, home to about 50 to 75% of the people here in FPRL. We do have people from different countries, but I would say about 50 to 75%. That's better. So yeah, lots of corner names here, and it's always a classic track to go to in league racing. Everyone likes it mainly, and Diamond is obviously going to start us on a lap, and it is wet as well. So I think this is the first wet quali that we've had in FPRL this season, or maybe we might have had wet quali this season. I'm not too sure. Actually, no, that was wet racing tier 4, not wet quali. So Diamond obviously then currently on a lap. And it is wet, so these drivers are unknown to what happens in the wet at the moment. So obviously Diamond now getting on the power. Now we're coming down to the classic Wellington Straight. Obviously this is where I sat for practice last year in Britain. Right there on your left-hand side of the screen. Now we're coming into Brooklands area. Now personally, for me, it's a little bit of a tough area for me to get it right. But he's going to come wide and I'm coming on the exit and go straight back on the throttle. Now we're coming down the old start-finish straight. This used to be where we had 5 red lights, but it isn't anymore, as you can see by the grid slots there. Now we're coming into the fast-flowing Cops. Are we going to see any moves there today? We'll wait and see. Cops is a little bit of a break and back on the power. Now we're coming through Maggots, and now we're coming through Beckett's. And yeah, Diamond taking it very cautiously. And now we're coming onto the Hangar Straight. No DRS obviously enabled in the wet. Intermediate tyres for Diamond, keeping it valid at the moment. Now we're heading up to Cops. He's going to stick it into 5th gear, holding on that curb. Now do not run too wide, otherwise you will invalidate. And now we're coming up to the final 3 corners for Diamond. And now we're coming up to Vale. And round the final corner, Vale. And full flat out, no lift in there for Diamond. It is a 37.1 Rosie.
Yeah, that is actually a good lap for a start though from Diamond Douchey. Night Owl's on a lap. Let's see what he's gonna do. He's gonna go into a nice sector 1. Hard to brake as well because it's in the wet weathers.
It is, and
I nearly said that wrong.
Wet weathers, everybody. We've got the double wet weathers. It's wet weathers.
It's weathers.
So we got 2 wet weathers then, have we? You want to put an S onto the end. Of course, tonight I was setting a 37.3, and he went round the corner into 4th gear there. So Freddie is. Has been disqualified, obviously. He's spun around and he is facing the wrong way. There we go. Let's watch the fraud himself, Lem. Mr. Silver Boy. Oh, Gary. Oh, Gary.
Gary.
We love Gary, really. We love to just wind him up. He loves a good little debate, Mr. Gary. So, obviously, Gary now on his lap. Obviously, moving down a tier, I would say, because obviously this was originally tier 3, so I would say maybe he's moved and not moved a tier. He has got different drivers in it, but it's a little bit more better for him as he can score more points this season. Obviously, he sets a 10.4 middle sector. We're coming up to Cops now with Mr. Silver.
Oh, and Night Owl, sorry Jake, Night Owl invalidates his lap, so he won't be able to get one. Yeah.
And we're now finishing off with Gary, now coming up to Vale. And now coming around the final corner for Gary as Law sets a 37.0. Gary across the line. Gary goes provisional pole. Scenes here in FPRL Tier 2 as we don't usually see Gary on pole. Or provisionally at least as well. Well, a bit both, eh? Hirsch is invalidated. What about Bidderly? I think he's going to be a bit off the times, Unicorn.
Yeah.
What about FPRL Lucker? And now coming around Vale for Locker as Rosie. I'll keep an eye on other people's laps and keep me informed while I'm focusing on other people. As Locker crosses the line and he improves to 37.5.
Hirsch was on a lap and he's invalidated. Dino Dan is on a lap, but he's nearly going to get blocked by the car in front of him. Don't know who that is. Might move out the way.
So I'm going to watch Roommaster while you continue on with Dynamo Dan. So here comes Roommaster Lim coming around to Vale now. And around the final corner, taking it very cautiously on the power. He's not going to go on full flat as Diamond did around that final corner. And it's going to be a little bit slower. It's going to be the slowest of the actual proper times as Bidley did set a 53.3. So I'm sure he's going to try and improve. And oh, Jesus Christ.
Dino Dan is going to come in the last corner and he sets a 136.4
as Diamond sets a 36.3. Then goes provisional pole. And let's watch Panic End as Panic End has invalidated. Hi guys, shame not to be racing, but hopefully I can race next week. Shame not to see you, but hopefully we can see you next week, TD.
Oh, and we'll go on board with Cruiser, who's on good old Cruiser, who's on a lap at the moment.
Well, I was thinking maybe we go to Alplan first, one of our championship contenders, obviously. Not having a good past 2 rounds. Rosie, you was there last week. Where did you finish last week at Portimao?
I believe L Plan did have a good race, but I think he ended up getting a penalty.
Did
I
you get any
believe.
points?
Um,
No,
hang on.
yeah, no.
I
Okay,
believe
well,
he didn't. I believe he got a
Oh, dear.
point, but I don't think
Point.
I think he got third or second in that race for Portimao.
Third or go check the results.
Yeah,
Go
I
do your
will.
research. Because obviously we knew L Plan DNF the Austria, so he didn't do well at Austria. And obviously a championship contender at the moment, Austria DNF, and I don't know about last week, he was currently getting third or second, so that would have been a good result as he lost his line. Goes P4, let's finish off with Cruiser the Resta. Then bad old Cruiser. And Diamond Douches, it's I need a tiny bit of improvement. Only joking, Cruiser. I love you, really. As cruising out, it's coming around the final 3 corners, and now around Vale for Cruz. And across the line, it's going to be a 38.6. Have you got our details yet, Rosie?
Yeah, L Plan managed to get P14.
Oh dear. What, last week?
Yeah.
So that's 2 races for L Plan without points. And for a championship for like L...
He ended up getting a 3-second time penalty. I don't know what it was for, but yeah. He started 4th on the grid and then ended up getting 14.
Fair enough then. So that's 2 points, 2 races in a row without points for L Plan. If he wants to win a championship, he needs to really gain back something today. As more leader ran the final corner ran Maggots and Beckett's now, not in the lap. Dynamo Dam is also not in the lap, and we're going to go on board with the basic bitch man, Crossgrey, saying this in the interviews. I think you'll remember. He called this a basic bitch track, right?
Yeah, he did actually. I remember that from David.
Yeah, so Crossgrey calling it a basic bitch track. If he's on the podium, we'll speak to him about that. Saying, how did you feel about the basic bitch track? So yeah, that's what Crossgrey named this track, and yeah, I'll give it a good name. It is basic track, to be fair.
Oh, and Wavy Knife invalidates his lap. He's the only one yet left to set a time. my words.
Get a drink, woman. As here comes Crossgrey then, around the penultimate corner. And now around in the final corner, full flat out for Crossgrey, and across the line, it's P10. Calls this a basic bitch track, only P10. Well, he's got to do better if he wants to call it that. Right, more leader. He's up on his time in the first sector. For the Alpine, Diamond Douche and Dynamo Dan are in the pit, as they're separated by less than half a tenth. Well, they're separated them less than a tenth, basically. So around Cops for more leader then, currently P3 in the Alpini.
The Alpini.
Don't mind the Alpine. No, I prefer it pink. I prefer it fully pink, not half, not like pink. The front, like, oh my god, Molly has gone wide. But you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Ah, Silver. Gary.
Gary.
I don't know, he just upsets me every day.
Oh,
He needs to forgive me.
what have you done to him, Gary?
Lots of things. Needs to finish on the podium and then he'll make me happy. As here he comes then through Maggots and Beckett's. And full flat out then through the middle sector. His teammate is in the way, but well, not in the way, but in the wall. Oh god, my throat.
Get
It's
yourself a
not good
drink.
Oh, don't you start. As Gary's purple in the middle sector then. 2.5 temps up on his lap with 5 minutes to go. Thank you, Cruiser, for the drink.
Yeah. Thank you, Cruiser.
Let's round the final corner for Gary. It's good enough to put in P5. Rosie, do your job, please.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. as Panic N goes up to P6. Law currently 2 and a bit temps up on his lap at the moment, as seeing movements up and down the field in the midfield. With places obviously still is now back, thank you very much. Law now on a lap, and nearly 2 3/4 of attempts up on his lap. We got sector 1 yellow flags. As we're now coming around Cops for Law. And now around the penultimate corner. And round the final corner for Law. It's going to be enough for 4th, so it's an Alpine 3 and 4. They're showing the second row at the moment.
Lexus is on a lap at the moment. What's he gonna... Is he gonna improve his lap? Well, he's got a 1:37.3 at the moment.
Has he?
Yep.
Are you sure?
Yeah, Lexus. It's got a 1... At the moment, he's got a 1:37.3. Stop it.
You gonna finish off with him?
Yeah, I'm just seeing what he's... Oh, and he's weaving a bit.
Oh my god!
Oh, and he
nice
goes
cut.
into the... He goes into the pits. Looks like he doesn't want to finish his lap.
No. Stiffmeister, another championship contender as well, starting a lap as we speak. Stiffmeister at the moment currently sits P 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sits 8th in the standings. And L Plan is currently drawing with Law on 24 points for 3rd in the standings. So, yes, yeah, I did see that, Radical. Alright, Stiffmeister is on a lap at the moment. Come through Maggots and Beckett's now as Law goes provisionally fastest with a 36.338. Now coming up to the second sector split time for Stiffmeister. And we're going to move on to someone else as he's down his lap.
Knocker? Oh. We have lost Jake
I'm
for a
having a
minute.
coughing fit tonight. I'm going to take my top off. You finish off with, I'm hot.
Alright.
You finish off with Locker for us.
Yep, alright. So we've got Locker, who's currently in Sector 2. He's doing well at the moment, even though he's got someone in front of him. Oh, and there's caution in Sector 1, but we're just on a lap at the moment with Locker. He's 0.924 at the moment, so that he got in Sector 2. What is he gonna do when he's about to head... Oh, and still has left the session. Okay. Let's see what Locker's gonna get. As he crosses the line.
Doesn't improve. Right, anyway, let's go on to Dynamo Dan. Please do invite Steel back again. Here comes Dynamo Dan around Copstep. Now, round the penultimate corner, penultimate corner now for Dynamo Dan as Law retires in the pit. And round the final corner for Dynamo Dan. And across the line, it's provisional pole. First man into the 35s then. A 35.952. Can anyone react? What about More Leader? Can he react? So More Leader coming around Cops now. We got others just on an outlap at the moment. It might be a bit late. Everyone's squabbling now to get across to that line. As looking like the last person to finish that might be the best. Probably not though. As More Leader now is currently 2.5 tenths up. Purple is still that's left, not Gary, Rosie.
Oh!
More Leader.
Waving knife to crash.
Yeah, but have you invited Steel back? Not Gary.
Oh, still.
Not Gary. Can More Leader get provisional pole here? as round the final corner. Across the line. He misses out. It's a 36-0. Let's steal others to cross the line as Crossgree with a 36.5. Not enough for pole. Diamond Dushi is currently sat in P4. We'll need about a 4/10th improvement to get pole position here for the Britannia Grand Prix as coming to the second sector split time. At the moment it's purple, but he's not up enough to get pole. He needs a good final sector as now we come up to braking, getting on the power as early as possible, really attacking and going absolutely in and out for Diamond. This is all or nothing now for pole position as round the penultimate corner, getting on the power as quick as possible, staying full flat out and across the line. It's not enough, but it's enough to put him onto the second row. L-Plan, meanwhile, currently can challenge. What about Cruiser? Can he challenge for pole position tonight? Not going to be enough, but going to be enough for P9. L-Plan currently in the championship fight. Night Owl goes up to P5. L-Plan now rounding the penultimate corner. Wavy Knife has been disqualified. Can L-Plan get anywhere near pole? No, it's only going to be enough to match his teammates. And there is your pole sitter tonight, Dynamo Dan. And still has joined back for the second time to confirm.
Yep. One more invite and that's it from him.
From you, yeah. That's it from you. Right, Dynamo Dan takes pole for more leader, Diamond, Law, Night Owl, Stiff, Coscree, Locker, Panic End, Lexus, Cruiser, Silver, Get Johnny, Hirsch, Steel, Rue, Bidley, Freddie, and Wavy. What's your thoughts on that qualifying?
I think from that qualifying, it was definitely it was close because we thought that Dino Dan was never going to take pole in that because we had Law, Diamond Ducey, and more leader trying to get that pole, but unfortunately they didn't.
There we go then. That is Rosie's thoughts of the qualifying and a happy sunny British weather. The typical British
like what
weather.
We see.
Not today, unfortunately. Not the British weather we want to see.
Nope.
Ah, typical, eh? Winds, wet. What else do you get from Britain? A lot of things.
Yep.
Right, so we now head into the race. Hello, 18 viewers. If you have not checked us to follow, or if you've not joined the league, we are very ashamed of you for not following. At least click that follow button. Always good to support any league that you always like to, even if you pop into that league. So make sure to hit the follow button. So we are on the road to 700 followers at the moment. We're currently on 653 followers. If you have not joined the league and you are interested in joining the league, Nightbot does post a link in the channel below. And make sure always to check out our social medias of Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and YouTube, where the highlights of the races will be posted up on there, and your Twitter will always have tweets every day about the races. Same with Instagram. TikTok will have some good racing action and everything, so do make sure to check out the social media. There you go. I am Better Than Cruiser officially. Thank you. I'm signing out for the night. Yeah, I've signed out.
We are definitely looking for more drivers to drive for this league.
Yeah, so Rosie can beat you in tier 3. She needs someone to join her at the back.
What, so I'm not lonely? I'm not lonely at the back.
I think we should make a tier just for you, so you can win races. You win a championship.
No, thank you.
What, you wouldn't want to win a championship?
Yeah, but I'm fine at the moment in what tier I am. Don't want to be in a lonely tier all alone.
I'll join you. Me and you can do.
You're not even racing.
We can just do a tier between me and you. We'll stream it. See who wins. That was some ad read. What was ad read?
What? That about what Jake was saying just a minute ago. What are you on about, Johnny?
Johnny B.
Johnny B.
Shut up. So, Mrs. Unicorn,
Yo.
what is your thoughts on the F1 liveries, and what is your best livery from this season in real life?
So, what I think of this year's livery is definitely a lot. Some of them are a lot different from last year's livery, including the RB. What they've done to their car definitely looks different because they've changed their name from last year, and it's similar to Red Bull what they've done. And then their livery, I have no words. It just looks awful, in my opinion. I don't like what they've done.
I personally like the Asda's car.
What are you on about?
Do you know the Asda's car? You know what? You don't get it? No.
No.
It's like F1 team.
Oh.
Asda's van.
Yeah.
It looks like it. No. Yeah. No.
Yeah. I get you now.
Sure.
Yeah.
However, waffling over. Race time starting. Right, tyres then for this race as everyone will get us underway for the formation, and we have quite a mixed grid on tyres. As you can see there, we have quite a few people on the hards at the back and quite a few people on the mediums at the front. So, yep, so starting in P20 is unfortunately the disqualified man of Waving Knife, and along with Asda's are far too tight to make an F1 car. Well, you know that for experience, Monkey, because you work for Asda. You used to work. You're a former Asda employee. Former. Keyword tonight is former. Right, so, your two disqualifications, people in P20 and P19 are starting on the hards. You got Bidley on the mediums. Remaster on the hards in P17. You got Steel on the hards in P16. Hirsch P15 on the hards. Johnny P15 on mediums. Silverside Boy P13 on the hards. Cruiser P12 on softs, and Lexus P11 on mediums.
And then you've got Panic End on mediums in temp. P9 L Plan on mediums. P8 FPRL Locker on. Shut up!
I'm laughing at the chat.
You got FPRL Locker on hards. P7 Cross Scree on medium tyres. P6 Stiff Meister on mediums. P5 Night Out on hards. P4 Law on mediums. P3 Diamond Douchey on medium tyres. P2 More Leader on medium. Shut up! Medium tyres, and P1 Dino Dan on the hards. What is so funny?
You're kidding the chat. Alfa Romeo Smart Price Shop as the F1 team has a ring to it.
Oh my god.
So Dynamite Dan's looking to get absolutely squandered for the first few laps. He's looking to get overtaken by everyone on the mediums, just to confirm. Come on, people! Santa will be here by the time you guys get here. Oh. There we go. Right, anyways. For the British Grand Prix, it's 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 red lights. And it's lights out and away we go. And the basic bitch man has got a drive through and heading into turn 1 then. Dynamo Dan leads the way, luckily on those hard tyres. More leader sits in P2, and there's contact at the back between two Aston Martins as More leader and Diamond are going side by side, wheel to wheel. Dynamo Dan still leads the way then, as Diamond Douchey still at it with more leader. They are wheel to wheel coming down the Wellington straight now. We're going to head into Brooklands. Diamond trying to up the inside. It will now switch to the outside as he got his car ahead, but now more leader has the inside line, and Night Owl is trying to get involved in the mix.
Cruiser.
As we're going to cops now, it's side by side between Night Owl and Diamond. And I think Night Owl's going to back off out of that. We head into cops them as the cars file through. And no one is going to be ballsy and go side by side at cops. As what have you seen?
Cruiser got a penalty. Was it? I don't know. Just something just came up just a minute ago of someone getting a. Oh yeah, it was Cruiser. We've got a 5 penalty, I think.
As I'm going to have to bite you in here, for the lead is going to change now as more leader is taking the lead from Dynamo Dan. He can't bite as here comes Night Owl also getting involved. We're coming to the third corner now, the penultimate corner is people boxing, and Night Owl is now up into P2. It's more leader leading the way then. 5 seconds getting dished out on lap 1 to a lot of people then. A few people into the pits, a little bit of carnage as L Plan looking to make some recovery, and he's going to go for it and Law sending it around the outside and now switching it to the inside. And now we're going to head down the Wellington straight. Is L Plan going to be ahead of Law? We are still at it. Law's going to have the outside line. L Plan does not have the straight line speed. But Cruiser's trying to get involved on those soft tyres up the inside at the Brooklands area now. And we're coming up to the old start finish straight as Cruiser is really trying to hit this move on. He has got a 5-second time penalty for corner cutting, I believe, as he's using his ERS. We're coming up to cops now. Cruiser's going to go up the inside at cops, and L Plan has to back out, but Cruiser goes wide, and L Plan is going to hold the position on Cruiser at cops. That was ballsy from Cruiser. Didn't pay off because he went wide.
Oh, and there seems to be something going on with FPRL Locker and Silverside Boy. It looks like he's using some of his ERS to try and make a move on Locker. Is he going to do it? No, not yet. He might do it on this straight or the next corner. As Night Owl, and Stiffmeister sets the fastest lap already.
As Night Owl's looking to go up the inside here already. Up the inside for Night Owl. More leader is on those medium tyres. Doesn't look like they're paying off for more leader. And Night Owl's trying to hold it around the outside on those hard tyres. DRS is now going to be enabled for Night Owl as he's going to get ahead and take the lead of the race as Diamond now overtakes Dynamo Dan and Rosie. What is going on? And Law's trying to get past Stiffmeisters. There's cars everywhere happening. There's now L Plan is getting overtaken by Stiffmeister. Cruiser now coming involved. This is a fight that is taking a long time as we're coming up to cops. Once again, it's side by side, wheel to wheel. Cruiser's going to get his car ahead this time.
And still, Silverside is still not made a move on Lockie yet, but he has been using some of his ERS. But he's not got DRS enabled yet. Oh, and he does a slight touch to Locker's car. And now he's going to get DRS enabled. But is it going to be enough to make a move on Locker?
Oh, and Night Owl's gone wide, and that's allowed Diamond to go through.
Silverside makes a move on Locker, but is Locker going to take it and make a move? No, he backs out.
Yes, as now here we come into turn 1, Abbey. And now we are heading up to Village. Now, while Mr. Moorleader is leading the way, we're heading around the Village now. I'm reading the... Village. I'm reading the track map to get idea. Right, so we're now coming down to the Wellington Straights, as where Mr. Diamond Douchey has got his DRS enabled now, heading down to Brooklands, and now we're heading up to Luffield, and now we're on, as you can see, the Woodcote stand there. And now we're heading down the old start-finish straight as we are on board currently with Diamond 2/10 behind More Leader and currently pressurising More Leaders. The hard tyres are not far behind as now we head into Cops with Diamond, and Laura is looking to make a move as well on Dynamo Dan. So those hard tyres are still yet
and
to come into play.
Remaster goes off track, but then comes back successfully onto track, but now he's got still catching up. Who's gonna get DRS?
As here comes,
is it gonna be enough?
Here comes Law to overtake Dynamo Dan as he moves up to P4, and L-Plan now moves up to P7 with Cruiser down into P8. A switch and change as Diamond Douchey's trying to fight for leaders. He's going up the inside and he's trying absolutely everything, Diamond Douchey. But he just cannot counter-attack at the moment as Night Owl is also trying to get involved. Law is wanting to get involved. Everyone is wanting to get involved. We have a train from first down to 10th, and if you're in the middle of that train, you're going to be hating life at the moment. As we head now down to Village once again on the 5th lap out of 26. You think this race has gone quick? Well, at the moment, the first 5 laps has gone too quick. As DRS now enabled for Diamond Douchey. Is he going to go for the lead of the race into Brooklands? He's going to hold back and hold fire for now. As we head on to the old start-finish straight then. As Diamond is 3/10 behind More Leader, and Dynamo Dan currently just sitting behind Law, trying to get those hard tyres to warm up. Obviously, he is our pole sitter. He was our pole sitter, but it was wet, so everyone can be different. As Stiffmeister's really trying to move at Maggots and Beckett's there, but it's just not working off, and it's now becoming a train between first and 17th and 16th at the moment. The top 16 are split by 7.6 seconds. That is how close it is at the moment. And Diamond is looking to take the lead as he tries around the outside, but Stiffmeister now up the inside of Dan. Dan's going to get a little bit of a push, and L-Plan might get the better exit. He might try up the inside, and L-Plan's just going to think better of it. He tried for the move, but it didn't pay off. As up here comes Night Owl v Diamond. Diamond's made a mistake, and it's helped out Night Owl as we wheel-to-wheel in Abbey. Night Owl's going to have the inside line, and Night Owl holds into P2. And More Leader still holding on to the lead at the moment, Rosie.
Yeah, and sorry to interrupt there, but Lexus and Panic End are having a bit of contact there, but Lexus has got yellow flashing penalty, no, not penalty, fuel mode.
He's got
My God.
He's got a yellow flashing penalty, everyone.
But he manages to get past Panic End.
But
there's caution in sector 3. What is going on there? Nothing at the back.
I believe it's for waving knife. It is for waving knife. As we're heading back through Maggots and Beckett's. Everyone is so close to people. But when it comes to that pit stops, it will change in a swift twist.
And Bidley gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings.
Multiple.
Speak.
As here comes.
And Silverside boys use nearly all of his ERS.
That's nothing new. I'm not shocked.
Nope.
As Law gets past Stiffmeister. It's also close at the moment, and here comes Stiffmeister.
And still when
big contact! There's a big crash at the back! I'm sorry to butt in there, but there has been a huge incident. Huge incident as side by side into turn 1 at Abbey, and Dynamo Dan has been unfortunately a passenger involved in that situation. I don't know how that is not a safety car. Dynamo Dan has been caught up in a huge collision into turn 1, and that is not good for Dynamo Dan. He is out of the British Grand Prix for Dynamo Dan, and currently sits in the championship 6th at the moment, 40 points. He knows he has the pace to get up to the championship leaders, and that DNF is going to get him zilch points today. And that is very unfortunate for Dynamo Dan. caught in
Martin
the
Bidley
act.
gets a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane, and Freddie gets a drive-through penalty for speeding under virtual safety car.
There's always one. There's always one.
Yeah, and DRS is enabled, and we go back to racing.
Yeah, as the train now, after that collision, has been split apart a little bit. That is what happens when there is a massive train. A little collision like that with Ghost enough can cause absolute
Silverside
chaos.
Boy and Brewmaster are going for a move. They hit wheels a little bit, but it looks like Law and Crosscree, no, not Crosscree, Law wants to get involved in it, but he nearly spins off track.
I believe Law was one of those drivers that got caught into turn one as someone has gone off, and that is
Bidley.
that's a lap car, Bidley, but I believe Law got caught in that instant turn one because he was at the front and he's been overtaken as there's moves going on back here. A close train is just bringing absolutely mentalist chaos here in Tier 2. At the moment, most of it is clean, bar that turn 1 accident. There's Panic End up the inside of Brewmaster, and Brewmaster's been overtaken by Panic End now. As Bidley's just having a horrific race at the moment, lapped currently by the whole of top 10, I believe, as well from Bidley. Not been lapped by Freddie or Wavy as of yet. The pole time was a 35.9, but that was wet. Oh, and Steel! Steele's gone around in the background, just going on to Steel. He's luckily gone off the track there, not going to go into anyone. Luckily. So yeah, Steel spinning off the track, no problem, Andy. As what is going on at the front here, as Diamond has been overtaken, Morley has been overtaken for the lead by Night Owl, and Diamond now up into P2. Everywhere you go, there's action.
Panic End and Brewmaster, and it's going 3 wide. That's not a good choice, guys. Ooh, a Panic End goes off track. Oh, and Locker wants to get involved as well. What is going on at the back?
Absolute chaos. That is what is going on as we have yellow flags waving over out. That might be a safety car. It is. As Locker was trying to make the move. And we have a safety car now. That is going to allow the medium runners to box, and it might not help out the hard runners there. Oh dear, for Wavy Knife it wasn't going well, and he is out of the Britain Grand Prix, and everyone's going to bunch back up now. But Bidley, to unlap himself, I would not be boxing if I was Bidley.
No, because he already has how many penalties is
No
it
problem,
now?
Andy.
He's got 11-second penalty.
Yeah.
Bidley has.
Not going well for Bidley at the moment.
No.
Will we see the leader of Night Owl boxing him? A risky call for the hard runners, but I would box because all the medium runners and the soft runners are going to box. So it's really a horrible choice here for the hard runners, but they're going to have to try and make it work. Unfortunately, Night Owl is going to box. And it is really his only option because everyone else is going to be boxing. If he stays out, he's going to be on much older tyres than the others at the moment. So yeah, everyone is in the box. Gary also on the hard runners. Brewmaster is going to stay out along with Locker. Locker and Brewmaster are staying out, and they take the lead. Brewmaster from Locker into P2. I'll tell you what, a red flag right now for Locker and Brewmaster. Oh, Locker's exploring the track off the track. Was he visiting? I think he might be enjoying visiting the fans. And Brewmaster's been disqualified.
Oh dear.
More drama.
Brewmaster.
More drama in this race, and Brewmaster is out. I believe he might have been told to pass the safety car, and It's disqualified him. What utter chaos is going on in this Britain Grand Prix?
What is going on with Tier 2 tonight?
Over to the SC, yeah. Agreed, monkey. And Locker now leads. A few soft runners out there.
Yeah, there's 2 people on soft. There's Steel and Silvertoed Boy.
Gonna be hopefully gambling on another safety car then. If they can do 10 laps on these softs and then the safety car comes out about lap 19 to 20 for them, it would give them a lot. So obviously them two are trying something different. Did Bidley unlap himself? Yes, he did, so that's good for Bidley. So how's your day been?
Alright, how's yours?
Yeah, tiring.
Fair enough.
Been out anywhere today or just sitting on your ass relaxing?
Not really been up to a lot today.
Fair enough. Why did the game just come up? Roommaster has retired from the session and then left the session when he's already DSQ'd.
Yeah, I just saw that. He's
What is this
already
game?
been disqualified.
Let's have a little look. What's the game done? What's the game done to him? Oh, it's DSQ'd him, but it doesn't say about him being DNF. Yeah, I do think Locker's going to get swallowed up here. He's got an absolute army of fresh tyres behind him. Winter pitted lap 14 to 16, I think. Did he? Let's watch Bidley start going around the track while he catches up to the safety car. There he is. Safety car won't be in this lap, it will be in next lap. As we're just as Bidley can keep us entertained while he's using the ZOS.
Still got a long way for him to catch up.
Fair enough, Andy. Wouldn't say he's got a long way now. And he's using a bit of his battery. Oh.
What's...
Position. Oh, Krosky's in the box, that's why. Krosky is boxing. And Bidley is taking your advice, monkey, to box. Along with Krosky. So then, we're nearly halfway through this race, Rosie. What's your thoughts on this race so far?
It's been alright, except for 3 people have either DNF'd or disqualified. So at the moment, the race has been alright. It's been clean, not too dirty, but it is what it is, really.
There we go. We are just sitting here waiting patiently. We've never got a safety car question, so we can't answer anything.
Nope.
Just sit here and admire the track and admire the view.
If I was Locker, I would have pitted then positions, but gained them back on a much fresher set.
I agree.
He has been on hards for 11 laps.
No.
Now he's the only one.
No, really?
Yes. He's the only one who's not decided to pit yet. Just trying to entertain the viewers.
So if you have not hit the follow button already, make sure you do hit the follow button. And if you have not joined the league, please do make sure to join the league. Thank you. There you go, that's entertaining them.
Yeah, that's it. What else do you guys want?
There you go. Entertainment's back now, fully. As Locker leads the way.
And safety car is in this lap.
Is it really?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I agree, Monkey. That's why his name is Silver Fraud. So Locker's going to get swallowed up. Here we go. As we are waiting for Locker as he's warming up his tyres then, as Nightail's probably going to want to get a bit of movement so he can gap the cars behind. And Locker is green, green, green. Go, go, go. As we now cross the line. Not being rude. Silver Fraud. Do you not like the name? As into turn one then. And Niall is already looking for the move up the inside. And Locker's lost one place. As Diamond is under pressure from small leader. As now Locker is about to meet his next victim of Diamond Douchey. And now More Leader is going to be Locker's next victim after that up the inside for More Leader. Quite a simple move as Stiffmeister now next. And wow, he's trying for it. Elplan trying.
Steele's got a 3-second penalty.
And Elplan tries up the inside and Locker's been overtaken by Stiffmeister. What about Elplan now? Two teammates. Are they going to see team orders as Locker's going to move a bay for Elplan? And now Locker is going to place his car in front of Johnny. And Johnny is now going to try and get past Locker. Locker has lost 5 places in 1 lap. Make that 6 for Locker. And he's down to P7 at the moment. And Night Owl's gone in the background there. Lord trying up the inside of Panic End. And he's under pressure from Steele, who's swooping it around the outside. Ooh. And contact has been made. And Law has been spun around by Steele. A bit aggressive there from Steele. And off goes Law in the background. He's going to have to try and make a recovery or hope for a safety car later on. I think Law would have got away with damage low as now we head back up into turn 1. Johnny B is trying to go for the move on Elpan as Locker's is going to meet his next victim now is Lexus, but Gary is also going to be coming up large on those soft tyres. As he comes down the straight then for Gary, he's going to try and get past Lexus. He wants to get 2 for the price of 1 here for Gary. And he's got past 1. Can he get past 2? Ooh. And he has done it. It's 2 for the price of 1. And Gary is up into P7 while Lexus gets past Locker. And Locker's now is going to meet Panic End. And now Panic End is going to be meeting, but not yet. As Locker is just losing places by staying out as track extending there from Lexus. And Locker's now trying to seek back the overtake as Lexus made a mistake. And really trying Locker, but I don't think he has the tyre wears. Here comes the Aston Martin, the Mercedes. And Locker's about to be swallowed up. Here comes Panic End.
Oh, it is 3 wide.
Yep, here comes Steele as Panic End gets the move, not Steele low. Steele is really going to get annoyed. And here comes Cruiser, up, maybe up the inside of Steele. And Locker is going to fall down everywhere he goes at the moment. But he's going to have the fresher tyres later on in the race. He might be able to come back as here comes Steele. Oh, no, stop. Don't send it up the inside of Abby. I was going to say, Steele, have some patience, sir.
Oh, and it looks like Cruiser wants to get involved as well. He's really close to Steele. He's going to get a DRS. Is it going to be enough to make a move on Steele? Oh, it's nearly 3 wide. Oh, that was nearly a crush then.
As here we go, them up to up to Cops. Cruz is now going to overtake Locker up the inside of Cops. Nicely done there from Cruiser, as Locker's now to meet his next victim, which is Freddy. Freddy not having a good race at the moment. He's going to look, oh, that's going to down his spirits as well, that 3 sec. Also the basic bitch man of cross screen. Yeah.
Of course he's going to get DRS. Is he going to get past Freddy? Yes. Oh, I thought that was going to be Freddy.
As Cruiser and Steel are side by side, and Locker's had enough, and Cruiser and Steel still at it, still trying to go around the outside, but back goes off the track, and Basic Bitch Man is trying for the move and doesn't. That's his name for today, just so you know.
Fair enough.
As we head back up to the front then, as Night Owls have now got a 3 second gap, but that will start to come down soon, or start to stabilise when these hard stops kick in, as Diamond Douchey them having DRS enabled, and down the straight for Diamond Douchey. Is he going to look for the move on More Leader himself? But in the background, Stiffmeister's trying to get involved, and he's going to have to back out. A little bit of contact! Diamond and More Leader! There's contact, and More Leader has been hit around, but Stiffmeister crucially went into More Leader, and More Leader could have some, Stiffmeister could have some damage. Not visible, but he might have a little bit of damage. We'll see how he goes. And this is L-Plan now, just licking his lips and getting involved in this. And Gary as well. Gary's got to hope for a safety car soon. If he wants his strategy to work out, if it is going to be a safety car soon, Gary will be smiling at everybody and saying, haha, I've done the right strategy. But here comes Johnny them. And Johnny B is trying, but now Stiffmeister up into P2. Looks like that little tap on More Leader has not affected him. And Diamond is going to be a sit duck at all. L-Plan nearly punts Diamond around, and L-Plan has some good awareness to just about still be alright.
Oh, and Bidley gets another 3 second time penalty for multiple warnings. Not good race for him at the moment.
It's not going well for Bidley. There's now 3.4 second gap then, as Diamond is going to have DRS back on Stiffmeister. Stiffmeister, we haven't seen him win a race yet this season. He could still be on to win. The gap's 3.1 between him and Night Owl's 7 lap old hards. Those hards are now going to start to be coming into their phase, as a certain face, a familiar face, joins the lobby. As here comes Diamond's them. Just give me a second. And that's the reason why. I'll explain after to people. As here comes Diamond them. Down the straight we go. And ERS enabled, but I don't think it's going to be good enough, as Johnny B is trying for the move there on L-Plan, but cannot do it. As that gap for the lead is now down to 3 seconds. I'm sure.
And Freddie and Hirsch are making a bit of contact, but Hirsch goes off track and Freddie goes into the pits.
I'm sure Night Owl's going to be enjoying his race engineer from that person that has joined the lobby. As we are currently watching Diamond them. The lead is now down to 2.7. There is yellow flags into turn 1. It is for Panic Ken. And he's gone around. No damage gone. And Gary's going to be hoping for a safety car. Oh, he joined back. Not in the best of ways there. Panic Ken's nearly causing a collision between him and Bidley. I'll tell you what, Gary.
And he's got Law as well. He's got Law behind him.
He has. Is Law going to get past? Jesus, Law is all over the place. He's white. I don't know if it's his Wi-Fi or just he's driving. I think it might be his Wi-Fi. A little bit laggy there. As Johnny B then against L-Plan. As now the lead now down to 2.5 seconds now. As Johnny B is also in this fight, has not won a race this season, and it is his first full season in FPRL, so he'll be looking to have a good time. And he could, if he can get some of these moves done, he can still win this race. The gap is now down to 2.2 seconds, like what you see jump into our F1 Discord server at the moment.
Oh, and Panicend and Bidley trying to make a move on each other. But Bidley's using some of his ERS. He's only got 8% left.
As Gary has boxed, he doesn't want to stay out long enough to wait for a safety car. Imagine if there is a safety car and Gary will be absolutely fuming. So hope for Gary there is a safety car just to make him feel fuming. As it won't matter either way for Gary if he doesn't get a safety car. He's still got a big time to catch up.
Cruiser, more leaders got DRS, but Cruiser is trying to sneak up from behind. And he makes a move on more leader.
That's Gary for you, Monkey. He loves to be on his phone and listen to the stream. It's Gary for you. I'll let you know. Good old Gary. He's obsessed with his phone.
Gary.
He can't be away from his phone for longer than 10 minutes. Now, what has technology brought these days, eh? Here comes L-Plan. L-Plan knows Diamond is flashing. He's going to drain his battery to get past Diamond then, because he knows Stiffmeister's going up, and he's going up the inside to get the move done and move up into the podium places for L-Plan, as now he can go and catch Mr. Stiffmeister, who is now currently sat in P2 and now chasing down Night Owl. The gap is 2.1 seconds. Gary Box didn't want to wait for a safety car. So yeah, as here comes Diamond then, he's just got to sit behind and be relaxed as Night Owl is under pressure. Diamond can still secure a podium. He's got his teammate behind him though, so Diamond's got to be careful team orders don't get involved or any collisions or anything with his teammate. As down the straight then we go, and Bidley's in the box as 2 seconds is now the gap between Night Owl and Stiff. Rosie, do you think Stiff will catch?
I think can't speak now. If he can catch, oh, and Freddy's retired. Don't know what happened to him then. But if Stiff can catch up to Night Owl, I think he can definitely make a move on him. Because he is on hard tyres and Night Owl's only on medium tyres.
As Morley picks up a 3-second time penalty there, as Diamond has got no battery either, so it's not going to be helpful for him. As there we head down the hanger straight, as the gap is still stabilising at 2 seconds. Stiffmeister needs to start closing that in, and if he's smart, if L-Plan is smart, he won't fight Stiffmeister, or he'll either try and get past Stiffmeister and catch him himself, as still gains a 3-second time penalty on those fresh soft tyres. So Gary and still boxing. The championship leader is me. I wish. Your championship leader at the moment is Crosscree, and Night Out at the moment is on 27 points in P2. Law in P3 on 24 points at the moment. Night Out will take the championship lead here tonight. As here comes L-Plan on Stiffmeister then. Up the inside, up into P2. It's now L-Plan's turn to see if he can go and catch up to Night Owl. Night Owl currently will take the championship lead, as Crosscree at the moment is P6, and it won't be good enough to get him anything at the moment in this race. Right then, so we head on. The gap is 2.2 now. The gap is still stabilising around the 2-second mark. Night Owl at the moment is holding his gap, and if people want to win behind him, they need to start getting a bit of a move on. And here we go now down the hanger straight for Stiffmeister's going to have DRS enabled. Bit of weaving there, but Diamond's also close behind, but he's got no battery compared to Stiffmeister. Stiffmeister now trying to go down the straight. If they all play smart, and want to catch the leader and all fight themselves, they would not fight for now and try and catch the leader and then fight. But that's up to them at the end of the day if they want to be smart or not be smart. The gap has now gone up to 2.4 seconds after, because L-Plan having to defend there. I don't think it would have been happening.
And Diamond Douchey's going to go for it. I think that's just a bit of a mistake there from him.
He's really trying, Diamond. He wants this podium, Diamond. And he has got his teammate He has got his teammate closely following behind us. I was just trying to get my words out as the gap has gone up to 2.5. Alpine needs to move here. Needs it badly. And the gap is still 2.5. Those mediums are still hanging on at the moment for Night Owl. At the moment, L-Plan is in a good spot. 2.6 is now the gap between L-Plan and Night Owl. Because L-Plan does have a little bit more battery to spare. And Night Owl doesn't have much to give. But Night Owl at the moment leads the way with a 2.4 second gap. We're heading on to lap 22. If they're going to start, if they want to win this race, they need to gain a couple attempts a lap now to get up to Night Owl. But the gap is holding on to 2.4. And here comes Stiffmeister to them.
Locker and Steel, they're making a move on each other from the back.
As here comes Stiffmeister to take P2, and L-Plan holds on to it again. They're not being smart. They're losing time to the lead because L-Plan is having to defend. Those hards have surely got to be out of strength. Those mediums have surely got to be out of strength, and the hards have got to surely be better. But nothing's going on. Diamond lost the place to his teammate there. And I think Night might have this in the bag. The Alphas have swapped to confirm by Radical in the chat as we have yellow flags behind them. Bidley's gone for a spin. And he's now stuck. We see a safety.
Oh, he's reset the track.
No, he's stuck. It's fine. As we continue our way then, don't stress it. As we thought we were going to see a safety car there, late safety car, but we're not going to. As we continue our way along them on lap number 23, out of 26, and I think Night Owl is in the hand to win this race and to take the championship lead here at the Silverstone Grand Prix, as L-Plan behind Stiffmeister at the moment is trying to get past. Johnny B also closely behind, also trying to get past. The Alphas have swapped. Johnny Bean's been let go to have a go, but Stiffmeister now is coming through and to take the P2 away back from L-Plan. And Stiffmeister's got the move done. The more they fight, the more the Alphas can get involved. The Alphas are sniffing behind this. Night Owl's going to win this unless he makes a mistake. And Stiffmeister's now been allowed to go into P2. We're going to head on to lap 24, 3 laps to the end, Rosie. Who's going to get these podium slots? It could be any of the Alphas. It could be L-Plan or Stiffmeister along with it.
It's going to be close. Because L-Plan is right behind on Stiffmeister.
It is, and Stiffmeister's made a few errors.
Oh, we thought Stiffmeister was really going to spin there.
The only problem the Alphas do have is the battery advantage compared to these two. As here comes Johnny B trying to go for the move, but L-Plan now going back up the inside. And these two have been rivals all of last season in the championship. They're still rivals, but they ain't fighting for the championship at the moment. These two have their battery advantage compared to the Alfa Romeos. And all this fighting has just allowed Night Owl to go and win this race.
I thought there was really going to be a crash there. All the top from P2 to P4 are getting really close to each other.
They are.
Stiffmeister's using some of his ERS to try and defend L-Plan, but L-Plan's going to go and make a move on him.
And Diamond's got back past Johnny. Maybe another switch to allow Diamond to see if he can go and get his elbows out now. Diamond wants to win this race. Get on the podium, sorry. He needs these two to really dearly fight as L-Plan to use a bit of his battery down the straight there, but still got a lot to play for, and Diamond really want to see him on the podium, but unfortunately he needs something better. It's an Aston Martin dead race for them, basically 15th and 16th. They are not having a good time back there. As we continue our way along lap 25, Rosie, it is just so close. We cannot predict who's going to get this.
No. And Stiffmeister is using some of his ERS, and he did just get DRS.
Night Owl does have the fastest laps, and Night Owl will get another point added to his name, and it will help him extend his championship even more. but the podium is still up for grabs. Diamond, Elplan, Stiff, Diamond, Johnny. Who's going to have it? Johnny has a little bit more battery than Diamond. Diamond really needs a collision between these two if he wants to seize a podium today, or even needs to have a collision and get a double podium for Alfa and Mayo. A good result at the moment. Alfa Romeo taking away a lot of points today. And there we go. Still now has the fastest lap as the leaders coming. No, Still was just taking it.
Still's just taking it.
The leader's coming down, but it's too late, unfortunately. These two fighting. I did say you play it smart, you'll catch up. And judging by the lead, how the leads come down now, they could have got him later on. Pole position was Dynamo Dan, who unfortunately got involved in a collision earlier on in the race. He got involved in a collision, and yeah, he was a passenger, unfortunately. Right, it's the final lap then.
Oh, it's going to be close.
Who's taking away the podiums? At the moment, the lead is still coming down so much. It's just too late. If they never fight it this much, Night Owl would have not won. It's now down to 1.9, but it's just too late for these drivers, and they're still trying to fight along.
And Diamond Douchey is catching up to Stiffmeister is he using some of his ERS, but he's only got 8% left.
Needs these two to really fight as Elplan's fuel light is already going, and the others are not. For the final time then, we're heading down the Hainer Straight. The podiums are large, and Stiffmeister really wants this. Battery using from Stiffmeister. I don't think it's going to be enough. Unfortunately, Stiffmeister has fallen too far back to get it. But the man took the risk. He has been chased down every single lap. Night Owl will take the lead of the championship and win the Britain Grand Prix from Elplan and Stiffmeister and Diamond. Johnny, the basic bitch man, side by side with Lexus, and just gets the position. The basic bitch man gets P6 and P7 for Lexus, P8 for Cruiser, Hirsch P9. Law is going to come across the line to finish P10. Paddock is going to get P11. Silvo, not the strategy he was called for, and doesn't get a point today, and I'm sure he's going to be kicking himself in the face. Locker also not making the right strategy call there, and sits P13. And we wait patiently.
For more leader, Steele and Bidley.
As there goes more leader across the line to finish P14, and a devastation for the two Aston Martins. They are the only team today, along with Merck, that's not going to be taking points for their teams today. There you go, Steele. And Bidley is going to slow down, do it in celebration. Bidley across the line to finish 16th. Britannia, Britannia, Britannia. There we go. Bish bash bosh, bish bish bish. Night Owl takes the win then from Elplan, from Stiffy, and that is your top three. And then we head over to Diamond Douchey P4, Johnny B P5, Crosscree P6, Lexus P8, P7, Cruiser P8, Hirsch P9, Law P10. And then no points today for Panic End. Silver, Locker, More Leader, Steel, Bidley. DNFs are Freddy Fraud, Brewmaster, Wavy Knife. And your final one is the one that just got unfortunately caught up there, is Dynamo Dan, the Riz. Fortunately, Elpan never usually does join us for interviews, so I'm upset. But I want to hear this. Let's see if I can get this man in. The sexy man. Can I get my man in? The one that cherished our...
I've already joined, mate. You
Not-
don't need to compliment me that much.
Can we get the man in that gave me life support for FPRL Fox when he left? Is he gonna join us? I want him to join. He's my man. Diamond, please. Please join.
He's rejected you, mate.
Diamond.
Diamond's left the
Goodness, it's
session.
cringe.
Don't know if he's going to join the party.
He's let me down. I wanted to interview him, but screw you, Diamond. Screw your emotional support. Screw it. You upset me. Anyways, let's get the showroom up. Dun dun. Oh, we're not gonna go on to Breaking Point. Would not
Fuck
be.
that shit.
Let's not go on to Breaking Point. Let's go over to the Haas. Rosie, give a few words for L-Plan.
Outplan, I know he can't unfortunately join the party, but his race tonight was alright, even though in qualifying, I believe what did he get in qualifying? He got, I can't remember now.
Where did you check your aero?
I think Stiff started.
What?
If that's what we're on about.
Where did you check your aero, Unicorn?
No.
My front wing arrow was green.
Do not. I'm trying to do this at the moment.
Right. Anyways, you're clued us away from this. So yeah, well done to L-Plan today. Drove a great race. I don't know if he was involved in the collision in the race. That might get me penned. Not too sure. But anyways, a good race. 2 races without points for L-Plan, and today this is points for L-Plan today, as he now rallies himself up in the championship, and hopefully we'll be able to catch Night Owl in the future for the next few races. But unfortunately, the gap did come down the end. If we had one more lap, I reckon L-Plan would have won that race, but he didn't. So yeah, congratulations, L-Plan. Right, anyways, let's head over to the AlphaTauri of Stiffmeister, aka the Red Bull Visa. Please include your audio, Stiff.
I think it's included. Yes.
Good man. I'll take Stiff. Rosie, you can take the meme man of Night Owl.
Okay.
No, Jay, can you do it, mate?
Right.
I want some proper questions. Not fucking. What's your front wing arrow? Green.
Oh my god.
So Stiff Meister, talk us through your qualifying, please.
Quality was alright. P6 in the end, but I had a full dry setup on, so to get P6 in the wet is not too bad. Was a little bit worse than I expected in the wet, but still P6. Nothing much more I could do, I think. So it was alright.
Okay, and then talk us through your hectic race.
I had a few incidents here and there, yeah, for sure. But the start was alright, just hanging in there.
Why is it that when I have diarrhea,
Do you mind?
my butt always feels hot and painful?
Night Owl, shut up. Right, continue.
But the race was alright. A little collision with Dan, so that caused the incident in turn 1. I had a great run out of the last corner and was on the inside, and we spoke in chat and he didn't see me, and yeah, basically I had nowhere to go. I was on the apex, but he didn't see me and we collided, so unfortunate for him. Sorry for that, but I think it's a racing incident. But then the race was alright. Could go to the front, and I was just hoping that we could work together more to catch Night Owl, but in the end he was a little bit too quick. I thought maybe with L-Plan and Diamond we could DRS each other towards the back of him, but we couldn't. We battled a little bit too much, I think.
Yeah, because
also GG to L-Plan. He did great today, so GG to him.
yeah, because obviously on the final lap, L-Plan was less than a second just as we got to the final call of Night Owl. So maybe if you had 1 or 2 more laps, you might have been able to get Night Owl.
Yeah, his tires were probably going off, so he could have got him in like 1 or 2 laps, but GG to him. So
Obviously, championship-wise, it's not gone well for the past few races, but how are you hoping to take this route to progress this result to progress for the rest of the season?
Yeah, it's not been ideal for sure, but let's just see. Last week I didn't race. The week before that I crashed out. That week, the first race I got a podium. Now a podium again. So the races I do finish, I finish on the podium. So that's something to hold on to, and let's see next week.
Okay, so let's talk about next week. We head over to the French Grand Prix Le Mans.
Banging track.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Jake. So yeah, how do you feel for French Grand Prix?
I don't know. It's been a while. I don't know what to expect. Probably the DRS will be very much important on the long straight, but I don't know. It's been a while, so I have to practice a little, I guess.
Fair enough. I hope you liked my French words.
Very much. Au revoir.
Thank you very much. Take care. Au revoir. Right, there you go, Rosie. You enjoy. Over
No,
to
Jake,
Nita.
please, mate.
She's
Oh
got
my
an interview
gosh.
someone.
I will fucking leave, mate.
She's not.
Go on then.
I told her she's got to do serious questions.
Hi, Night
How
Owl.
did you work your strategy?
Oh my god. Right, just take us through your race and qualifying. Okay.
Well, it went well. What else do you want me to say?
I don't know, just talk us through your race.
Fuck no. You asked some fucking good questions. Come on.
I just
What
did.
do you have for dinner today?
My god.
Just answer the questions and ignore him, Rosie.
I just asked him a question. Talk us through your race.
I
Like, how
fucking
did it
answered it.
go?
Good. There you go.
Dude,
Ask the next
God.
question.
What other question do you want me to ask him?
Fucking Christ, like.
Night out. You
This
take
is
the
the worst
This is way-
interview.
I want a race just to be interviewed like this.
Night out. You now take the championship lead. How do you look to progress
Yay.
that through the rest of the season?
The bottle it in B2B20.
And put your front arrow on green.
Nah, yellow's better, mate. Even
Alright.
red is better to be honest.
Rosie, ask about next week to him.
Okay. So France is next week. What are you expecting?
Oh Christ. Well, I like France, so it's a good track for me. So I'm expecting quite a bit, hopefully.
Fair enough.
Really entertaining interview.
Thank you, Rosie, very much, and congratulations on your win. Well deserved today, Night Town. Good strategy, cool.
Can I off myself now?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, bye. Rose, you made me do this.
Bye.
That was
God.
hard
That
work.
I hated that.
That was very hard work. Yeah. It's like talking to someone who doesn't like to talk, but I mean, the good thing about it, he keeps it basic. But also,
Boring.
you and Night Owl just don't have a good relationship by the sounds of it.
No.
So maybe if you're
I
going to be
hate
on
him.
comms for the rest of the season, I'll just make sure you get to interview him every single race if he's on the podium.
No.
Yeah, just to
Do not.
you need to build up your relationship with him, so you can interview him every single time. I'm sure you'll love that.
Yay.
You sound so excited.
I am.
Rosie, before we do head off, please give us your driver of the day.
My driver of the day is gonna go to the man Diamond Douchey.
Why?
Why not? He did a good start of qualifying, and then in the race, he was battling some other drivers, but managed to keep it clean on track. So there we go.
Congratulations, Diamond Douchey. You are today's driver of the day, as always. Congratulations. And I'm sure Rosie didn't want to choose Night Owl for a reason, and don't know why. Let me move. Was not. Is that why you purely didn't choose them?
I wasn't gonna give it to him anyway.
Right, I was gonna say. No bias involved.
Nope.
Please. Right, make sure to tune in then. That was a bit of a voice crack. So, make sure to tune in to the last to the last
Oh my
Britain to the last Britain race this week, where you head over to the top tier, where tier 1s will get you all involved. You will be joined by Cruz the Rester and probably Monkey Boy Kurt when Monkey Boy decides to get his ass and check him. And then we'll be back on Sunday, where we head over to France. Bonjour, je m'appelle Rosie. That means how are you, Rosie?
Good.
Well, then we head over to the French Grand Prix, where we go and say bonjour to all the French people and go and get your baguettes and eat your baguettes and everything. I do love a baguette personally, so yes, that'll be a very nice thing. I might get my baguette for France. Yes, and then we can head over to Paris after that if you want to go to Disneyland. So yes, you'll be joined probably by me again by next Wednesday. It was just a one-off last week, so yes, I'm back originally now. So yes, thank you guys so much for watching today. This has been FPRL Fair Play Racing League, FPRL F123 Tier 2 Season 7 round number 4 Great Britain. If you have not followed us, please do hit the follow button. If you have not joined the league, do make sure to join the league if you are interested, and make sure to check out all of our socials. And we will see you later. Today I've been your host, General Jake, and today I've been joined alongside by
Rosie R180.
Thank you very much, guys, and au revoir. We'll see you next week.
Au revoir.
Au revoir. Rosie's gonna crash.
Shut up.
That was